Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello everyone, this is Anand. I hope everyone is keeping up with their consistent yoga practice. It's been a while. I talked to my students and my friends at Still Hot Yoga. Today, I wanted to use this opportunity to address one question which I get in my teaching practice. Every time I teach, once in a while, a student or someone would ask me questions about why do we do things in a certain way in our yoga practice? Why should the left hand comes first, then the right hand for Namaskar? Why should the feet be towards the wall and the head towards the mirror? Why should we do Namaskar, etc., etc.? Human mind is curious, so especially in the yoga system, all questions are valid and it encourages a healthy discussion about it. The reason I started with Om Gurubhyo Namaha is about the essence of teacher and the value of teacher in the yoga practice. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra starts with the words Atha Yoga Anushasanam. In this, Anushasanam is a very important word. Anushasanam means discipline, and the discipline is cultivated from your teacher. That discipline is a core structure, the core foundation of your yoga practice. And the yoga is not about just the physical exercises we do or the asanas we do. Yoga is much, much beyond that. And discipline is that thread which will make your practice stronger and give the purpose of the life. Now, how discipline is involved in the questions about doing certain things in a certain way is that discipline will only happen and can be cultivated in your mind and soul if you surrender yourself or trust your teacher to the core of what the teaching is. You can always be curious, you can always have the debate, but that debate would be outside of the yoga room and practice, wherein you can say that this is not a teacher for me, because selecting a teacher, selecting a place is also a part of yoga journey. Nobody can be with all the teachers at all the time, right? So you need to select a studio, you need to select a teacher. But once you select a teacher or a place, you need to have that most surrender or the trust on what has been taught. So that's how I think about it, wherein if I am told that the feet should be kept towards the wall and head towards the mirror, I do so. I do so with humility, I do so because my teacher taught me. Now, if we really want to go into the details about why it has been done in India and why should we do it in Still Hot Yoga, there are multitude of different variations of thinking about it. So when a teacher teaches something, the teacher has been taught about it, and only a person who practices and sees the benefit of doing a thing in a particular way can teach it. So the trust here is that there should be a good value for a particular thing is being taught to us, right? And you would hear the value being keeping the energy similar, a person keeping the legs in one direction, other person keeping another direction. There is no synchronization and that energy could be disturbed. There is also the sense of respect, wherein when you are in Savasana and when you are actually doing a laying posture, your head and your ears should be closer to your teacher, and feet should be further away from the teacher so that you are more grasping and listening to it, etc. Right? So there are different connotations of why things are done in a particular way. But to me, which resonates with me is I do it because my teacher told so. And I would do that with all humility. If I were be in a class when the teacher tells me that you should keep your feet towards the mirror, I would do so, right? Since I've been taught from India and onwards here in Still or Hot Yoga that our feet should be towards wall and head towards the mirror, I would do so. With that, I wish you all the best, and I am actually looking forward to come and teach next year, or at least practice next year, this December. Try to keep a resolution of keeping yoga as a disciplined practice, as a consistent practice, and as a continuous practice. Namaste.